Hello everyone. In the last session we have seen electromagnetic spectrum. In this session we are going to see absorption laws, right? Before knowing about these absorption laws, we have to know what is absorbance and what is transmittance for better understanding, right? Let us first see what is absorbance. Absorbance is nothing but the quantity or the amount of light that gets absorbed by a sample. So when I'm taking the sample and I'm passing some light or some radiation through the sample, definitely some light will be absorbed by the sample and some amount of the light will be transmitted out. So the quantity of light which is being absorbed by the sample is simply called absorbance. So see, the quantity of light that gets absorbed is known as absorbance. So this absorbance can be expressed as A is equal to log of I naught by I. So A is nothing but absorbance. So this absorbance can be represented as A. So see, A is equal to log of I naught by I. So where I naught is the intensity of the incident radiation. So let me take an example. I'm taking a cuvette which is having some sample. Now I'm passing some radiation through this sample. After that, after some time, some amount of light will be coming out. So the amount of light that I am incidenting or I am passing through the sample is simply I naught. The amount of light which is coming out of the sample is I. Now, simply absorbance can be represented as logarithm of I naught by I, where I naught is the intensity of incident radiation and I is the intensity of transmitted radiation. Next, let us talk about transmittance. Transmittance is inversely proportional to absorbance. So transmittance can be represented as capital T. T is inversely proportional to absorbance. So transmittance is nothing but the amount of light that is being emitted by the sample. So the quantity of light that gets emitted is known as transmittance. So the formula for transmittance is T is equal to log of I by I naught. So simply the reverse of I naught by I. I is the intensity of transmitted radiation and I naught is the intensity of incident radiation. So this is about absorbance and transmittance. Now let's get into the absorption laws. Yeah, when you see here there are two laws. One is Beer's law and another one is Lambert's law. So who are these Beer and Lambert? These are two scientists. So one is Beer and another one is Lambert. So what Beer said means absorbance is directly proportional to the concentration of the solution. That means when I am passing some radiation through a sample, definitely the absorbance is directly proportional to the concentration. Based on the concentration, absorbance depends. That means when the concentration is high, absorbance will be high. That directly proportional. So when the concentration is low, the absorbance will be low. Concentration is nothing but the amount of solute which is present in the sample. So when the particles number is high, obviously it absorbs much more. So absorbance is directly proportional to concentration. If the concentration of the solution is low, absorbance will be low. This is what Beer explained. That law is simply called Beer's law. Next, coming to Lambert's law, Lambert said that it is not correct. Absorbance doesn't depend on concentration but depends on path length. This path length can also be called as thickness of the medium. So he said that absorbance doesn't depend on concentration, it is wrong, but absorbance depends on path length of the solution or the thickness of the solution. That means if I take some sample here, this is called path length. So the absorbance depends on the path length of the solution. This is what Lambert said. These are the two laws which are proposed by both Beer and Lambert. Now, so again a new law proposed, that is Lambert-Beer's law. So Lambert-Beer's law. It is simply saying that absorbance not only depends on concentration but also path length. Okay, Lambert is not wrong, Beer is also not wrong. But they mix with the two laws. Absorbance not only depends on concentration but also on path length. So both the laws are correct. So absorbance concentration dependent and also absorbance is path length dependent. So we can clearly write absorbance is proportional to C, absorbance is proportional to L, then absorbance is directly proportional to concentration into path length. So that law is simply called Lambert-Beer's law. So see, absorbance is directly proportional to concentration into path length. Or this can also be stated as when a monochromatic light is allowed to pass through a sample, then the decrease in the intensity of the incident radiation with the thickness of the medium is directly proportional to the concentration of the solution and incident light. Intensity of incident light. So here this absorbance is dependent on concentration and path length. This can also be defined like this. The decrease in the intensity of the incident radiation. I is intensity of the incident radiation. So here the negative charge indicates that there is some decrease in the incident radiation intensity. Okay, with the thickness of the medium. X is nothing but the thickness of the medium or the path length of the medium is directly proportional to concentration and also intensity of the incident radiation. This is what Beer-Lambert's law is telling. So these are the two definitions that we can give for Lambert-Beer's law. Now let us derive this Lambert-Beer's law in an easy way. Now for this purpose, I am considering the previous reaction. See, minus di by dx is directly proportional to C into L. Okay, so minus di by dx is directly proportional to concentration into intensity of the incident radiation. Now what happens is, I am just simply removing the proportionality. So after removing proportional symbol, there comes a proportionality constant, some k, concentration into intensity of the incident radiation. Now minus di by dx, minus di by I, minus di by I is equal to k into c into dx. Okay, I moved this I to this denominator and changed this dx place to right hand side. So now this is the reaction after changing their places. Now I'm integrating both of the LHS and RHS within the limits. I is equal to I naught, x is equal to 0. I is equal to I when x is equal to and x is equal to L. When I is equal to I naught, x is equal to 0, and when I is equal to I, x is equal to L. Now see, so integrating minus di by I is equal to k is constant, c is constant, and dx. So when I is I naught and I and x is 0 to L. L is the path length of the solution. Now see, 1 by I di integration value is log to the base c I. Applying the limits I naught within the limits I naught to I is equal to k into concentration into integration of dx is x within the limits 0 to L. Now log I minus log I naught, log A minus B, k into c into L. L minus 0 can be written as L. Now log A minus log B can be written as log A by B, I by I naught is equal to KCL. Now this is log to the base E. Now I'm converting this log base E to log 10, log base 10. So whenever I'm changing log E to log 10, it should be multiplied with 2.303. Log 10 I by I naught is equal to K into C into L. Now so log 10 I by, so there is minus symbol, sorry. So there is negative symbol. I by I naught is equal to K by 2.303 concentration into path length. So there is a negative there is a minus symbol between before this logarithm. Now I'm reversing the numerator and denominator. Simply log 10 I naught by I is equal to epsilon into C into L. So this log I naught by I can be written as A. Absorbance is equal to molar extinction coefficient into C into L. So this is the derivation of Lambert-Beer's law. I have taken the previous equation here, then I have changed the position of x and I, then I am integrating within the limits I naught to I and 0 to L. So after applying the limits, log I minus log I naught, and here also I have applied the limits. Log A minus B can be written as log A by B. I am changing this log E to log base 10 by multiplying with 2.303. After multiplying it, I am taking this 2.303 to the denominator, the right hand side. K by 2.303, let it be as epsilon, which is molar extinction coefficient. Okay, then simply log I naught by I is simply called what? Log I naught by I. Log I naught by I is called absorbance. This is how I have written log I naught by I can be A. And epsilon is molar extinction coefficient and concentration into path length. So this is the derivation of Lambert-Beer's law. Thank you.